Hello, everybody. It's Bubba Rob. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Awesome. Good. Sure, you're all doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I had surgery yesterday. I had a cyst, if you can see it, removed from below my eye there. And Jesus, 5 stitches. Just looks like another hockey fight, right? That's what us Canadians are known for. Okay. Geez. What do I want to talk about today? And I think it's extremely important because this is an extremely important moment in Canadian history. And it's to do with Justin Trudeau, the Liberals, trying to prorogue Parliament. Now, I had a discussion with two of my friends today, actually in the Starbucks, the local Starbucks. We all come from various backgrounds. I have studied the Canadian Constitution in a criminal justice course, to do with criminal code. My one friend who was there is a business owner, former military vet, and also a first responder, is an engineer. And my second friend who was sitting there having coffee is actually a lawyer. Doesn't specialize in constitutional law, but he had some really good points. So we started having a little chat this morning because I watched a video from the lawyer who's representing two different people, I believe in Nova Scotia, where they filed something with, I guess, a writ, if that's the right term, with the Federal Court of Canada over the illegality of the proroguement of Parliament by the Liberals. Now, what I've seen on YouTube and, the news is there's lots of people tell you, like, say, for instance, Pierre Poilievre saying why it's wrong to prorogue Parliament. And, they give a really good description of it. But what I haven't seen, and I could be wrong, it could be out there, and I'm going to give a simplistic reasoning for it, is why this prorogue of the Parliament, if it's allowed, is how dangerous it is to our Constitution and our way of living. Now, I think I don't know if majority of Canadians understand this or not, but, we have what they call a common law constitution that's based off the Magna Carta of 1400 whatever, British style of government, and 1982, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms came in. People, I think, mistaken that a bit, is that's our Constitution, but it's not our Constitution. It's a part of it. But I want to give a simplistic version of what a common law Constitution is. And what it is, it's not like our Constitution is actually written down in stone. It acts on legal precedents. So, in other words, as our nation grows and changes, and we evolve over time, the world changes. What we as human beings change. Certain rules may apply or not apply anymore. So by using the legal precedents and the court system, it tells us what we are allowed or not allowed to do. It's quite a bit different in the States where they have their amendments. The forefathers wrote down these amendments. This is what you're allowed to do. whatnot. So here is continually changing. Now, originally, to prorogue Parliament, it was something that was put in to the Magna Carta by the King of England. It says, hey, you people, you're causing too many problems, so I'm just going to stop Parliament till things settle down. It's got absolutely nothing to do with the non-confidence vote. It's got absolutely nothing to do with a federal party who's in government needs to get their shit together for an election, right? So if that actually goes through and is allowed, that is a massive point of abuse that may happen in the future. Now, I know that one of the things that was brought up in the conversation today was how the Liberals were talking about how often Stephen Harper prorogued Parliament. I think it was like 7 or 9 times or whatever it is. But see, whatever he did back then, over whatever reasons, and I don't have it in front of me, has got nothing to do with what's going on today. So if there is actual precedence that allowed him to prorogue Parliament, and he did so, then that's fine. But there's absolutely no precedence for what Justin Trudeau is trying to do. The precedence in law is actually what Boris Johnson tried to do with Brexit, right? And he failed, right? This should not go through. If it does, it's absolutely disgusting, right? It's that's just my opinion. So I don't know if that helps anybody out or what. It might cause you to think a little bit, to investigate a little bit. It's got nothing to do with party politics or the right or the left. Nothing at all. You know, the one thing when I see stuff like this, and I like to try and explain it, and with me trying to be a practicing Stoic, right? You have to be accountable for your actions in life. You know, my dad always told me growing up, he says, Rob, you're not put on the face of the earth to take shit. But if it's warranted, you got to accept it like a man and deal with it. You know, and this is where I find this stuff, this prorogue, and it's so absolutely disgusting. I was watching Justin Trudeau on CNN, and Jake Tapper was interviewing him, and boy, what a softball. You know, that's like playing with Pete Sampras in tennis with a pickleball. Holy doodle. But anyways, now I'm passing judgment. But the one thing I've noticed, which I find very distasteful, and maybe Justin, if you're listening, maybe you should take that walk in the snow like your father. Because I never heard anything in anything you've talked about or any interview where you've accepted any responsibility for any of your decisions. That's not manly. Now, if you think that's what being woke is or being a feminist, that's not it at all. That's really not taking any responsibility. If you really want to be seen as a good human being, you really need to take responsibility. And this is the absolute worst time right now for you to be doing what you've done. That's just my opinion. I would just like to see him be responsible. I'd have way more respect for him as a human being if he would do that. You know, that's not saying it's okay, you get a pass. It's just like saying, you know what? It's time for you to set an example. Is now. You're not doing it. You're failing. Sorry. That's not being very stoic of me, because now I'm passing judgment. But I just got no respect for that. None whatsoever. But anyways, I'm going to let everybody go now. I hope this little video makes some sense and helps people out. If it does, hit the like, click the share, subscribe, leave a comment. I got some really nasty comments from I don't know if this is right to say, but a mega wackadoodle from my last video. I think it was my last one. But anyways, if you want, go to it, watch it, read it. You'll see what I mean. We need to come together as a nation and be real Canadians. If you're a real Canadian, if you take a look at it, what we're supposed to be, we're all supposed to be very stoic. Supposed to be these kind, thoughtful people, help one another out, not sticking the knife in one another's backs, seizing bank accounts. I thought I'd throw that in. Anyways, I love you all. Remember, the most important thing, to be a good man, woman, child, Canadian, American, stoic, wherever you're from, whatever you are. I mean, hell, you could be a mega rainbow. God, that would really get a few feathers going. Anyways, the most important thing is just to be kind, be honest, be thoughtful, try and listen and have some feelings for people, okay? I love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.